I'm Molly Pesci, and this is Barnes & Noble Tagged. They say working in the TV biz can be a real killer, and today's show host Al Roker means that. Literally. You'll find out why when he joins us in the studio to talk about his new book, The Morning Show Murders. For more than a decade, Al Roker has been waking up millions of people across America. As both a weatherman and host on NBC's Today Show, plus lending his personality to many cable programs, Al has become one of the best-known guys on TV. Not just another familiar face, he has also written the bestsellers, Al Roker's Big Bad Book of Barbecue, and Don't Make Me Stop This Car, his unique take on fatherhood. Now, he has combined his in-depth knowledge of the workings of broadcast TV with his writing skills in a brand new novel, The Morning Show Murders. And we are thrilled that Al Roker is here in the studio to tell us all about it. Al Roker, you've been tagged. Thank you so much for being here.
All right, tagged. That's that internet speak. I get it. Whoa.
Yeah. Ooh, you've been tagged.
My kids tell me about that stuff. The young people.
All right, so you get around. I mean, all right, you're on the Today Show, have a production company, you do host other cable shows, have family. 3 kids?
3 kids, 22-year-old, 11-year-old, 7-year-old.
Oh my gosh. And now you've written, I mean, the rest of us are like, what are we doing with our lives? How did you find time?
Well, I'm part of a government cloning project. There are 4 of me, and in fact, we are all tagged GPS-wise. If any one of us crosses the other path, the world as we know it ceases to exist.
Yes.
So it's a very, very, very vital project that's going on.
Oh, good. I'm glad I got the good one.
Yeah. Because there's an evil one.
He
killed a guy.
Yeah.
Just to watch him die.
Exactly. All right, so you have written about your love of barbecue.
Yes.
Al Roker's Big Bad Barbecue book.
Yes.
You've written about fatherhood, which I
Yes.
love. Don't Make Me Stop This Car, which is the perfect title. But now fiction.
Well,
how is it? Is it fiction? I mean, it is, but
it
isn't.
is fiction. It's called The Morning Show Murders.
Yeah.
And a very popular morning show. The executive producer is murdered. I've never killed one of my executive producers. There have been a couple I wanted to kill,
yes,
but never actually killed one. And the character here, I think most people would expect that the hero would be a weatherman, a TV weatherman, when in fact he's a very popular chef in Manhattan, has a great restaurant, and is a regular on Wake Up America. And he gets blamed for the murder and decides, you know what, the cops like him so much for the murder, they're not looking anywhere else, so he figures he'd better do something about it to get himself off the hot seat.
The character's name is Billy Blessings,
yes,
which I love. I love his name, and he really feels like you. I mean, and he talks in first person a lot of the book, and he's so engaging. Did you feel that as you were writing it?
Well, you know, it's interesting in that I've always wanted to write a thriller mystery. I love the genre. I got my love of reading from my mother. She would devour books on end. I mean, not to know it, but we would miss a couple of meals. Looking at me, you wouldn't know that. But my mother would like blow through dinner reading. You know, we're like, Mom, please. And mysteries were her favorite genre. So I've always loved them. And I had the idea, you know,
Who are your favorites?
Well, I mean, I love Walter Mosley, I love Linda Fairstein, Harlan Coben, Janet Ivanovich, James Patterson. So I've always had this idea, but you know, like you said, I haven't had the time, and teamed up with Dick Lotke, who's just a terrific murder mystery writer. I mean, just one of the masters of the craft. And we got together, and I said, okay, here's what I'd like to do. And he kind of came up with an outline and stuff for me to hang stuff off of, you know, so it turned out, I think, pretty well. I mean, I think it's interesting, and I think it's fun because I wanted it to reflect me. I wanted to have a little bit of a sense of humor, not take itself so seriously, you know, and move at a pretty quick pace.
And it really does. I want to hear if you've had any reaction from coworkers.
No, I mean, look,
have they gotten to read it yet?
You know, they haven't, and but they're fascinated by the idea, and they want, you know, they're already kind of, are any of us in the book? Yeah. And no, they aren't. They aren't because
anybody you've worked with in the past?
Yeah, maybe some people I've worked with in the past. But you know, I really am. You talk about the name Billy Blessings. I mean, part of it is I am truly blessed, and that's why I chose the name. because I have one of I have one of the greatest jobs on television.
When did you find time to do it? I mean, did you have a process,
You know
a
what?
time? Did you say, I'm going to work from this time to this time?
No, I didn't, and I don't know how. I am so in awe of, like, I talk with Harlan Coben, and he was saying, okay, he's got this amount of time. Daniel Silva, same thing.
Love him.
And I don't know how you can sit down. To me, it's like it would come in spurts. So at 2 in the morning, I would get up a couple hours early before I do the show. Or actually, some of the most productive time was while I was traveling. I worked on this a lot while I was in Beijing for the Olympics.
Wow.
And on the trip over, the trip back, in between times, I did a lot of work while I was in Beijing. So if it smells like mushu, that's why.
Well, the book is called The Morning Show Murders.
Or it could just smell like bad feet. Sometimes it's hard to tell.
That smells
bad
good.
Chinese, It's like, wow.
Listen, the book is great. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Mom.
I think people are going to love it. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
The book is out this week.
Yes.
Yes.
BN.com. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Woo woo.
Here's a tagged close-up with stunning photos of renovations that will have you saying, I dig those digs. It's downtown chic, designing your dream home from wreck to ravishing by New York City-based couple Robert and Courtney Novogratz. This designing duo has been renovating and designing unique and hip homes for families for over 10 years, all while raising 7 children of their own. Describing their signature style as a sophisticated but bohemian mix of high and low, new and old, they offer their realistic advice on how to create original, warm interiors with ease. In each of the 10 projects featured, which include a townhouse in New York City, a country house in Massachusetts, and a beach house in Brazil, before and after shots document the agony and ecstasy of any renovation project, as well as revealing the design duo's vision and remarkable ability to see through the most awful of spaces to the amazing home that lies within. And that's my tagged close-up. Every week, we take a look at the new offerings in the world of books, movies, and music. This week, we've got Pirates, Peaks, Kissable Comics, and the ultimate daydream believer, Susan Boyle. Here we go with my top tags of the week. Yo ho ho, and my number 5 tag is Pirate Latitudes by the late and great Michael Crichton. This is a story of treasure and betrayal as Captain Charles Hunter tries to make his fortune amid the dangers of the Jamaican capital. Gaining altitude at number 4 is Breathless. Best-selling author Dean Koontz delivers a thrilling novel of suspense and adventure as the lives of strangers converge around a mystery unfolding high in the Colorado mountains. Puckering up at number 3 is Kiss Compendium, a compilation of the most breathtaking of the Kiss comic books. It's over 1,200 pages of graphic illustrations as riveting and hardcore as the band itself. And it's the real deal, authorized by band member Gene Simmons himself. Divinely Dangerous at number 2 is Angels and Demons, out on DVD and Blu-ray. It's the blockbuster movie version of Dan Brown's bestseller. Tom Hanks reprises his role as symbologist Robert Langdon as he follows a trail of conspiracy that leads to the highest levels of the Catholic Church. She's got talent at number 1, it's I Dreamed a Dream, the highly anticipated debut album from Britain's Got Talent finalist and YouTube sensation Susan Boyle. Besides singing the title song from Les Miserables, Susan's album also has pop favorites and a touch of Christmas with Silent Night. Go, Susan. And those are my top tags for this week. You may trust Al Roker's Today Show weather reports, but if you want the best forecast for books, you know who to trust. Barnes & Noble, tagged. Thanks for watching.